know. Oh my god, what is that toad doing? Look at that. It is getting. That thing should be chopped off by now.
All ahead 2/3.
Look at
Helm
what
aye.
is this thing doing? This is wonky, dude. This is weird. Okay, we'll turn it off. Stop. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I'm getting like a bad omen about this mission right now. I might try and load up that other mission. Buggy currents indeed. So now we're going to do Aloha. So we need to find a Xia and all escorting subs. A carrier just shot down 16 TASMs at once. In this mission? Or were you just playing this mission? Like a Kuznetsov or like a different carrier? There's at least one Xia. There could be more. And the exact number of escorts is also unknown. So this is like an SSN style kind of mission. Gotcha. What kind of... Okay, so it was TASMs. Was it a Kuznetsov or was it like a Independence or something? We cannot allow any... Be advised that there is heavy civilian traffic in the area. And this is whale spotting season in the Kauai channel. Kauai. Last thing we need is Greenpeace on our case. Do not attack any whales. And I fired off 4 TASMs that shot them all down, so I loaded up the tubes and shot 16 at once. French. Okay, one of those French, like, VTOL carriers. Sorry, Joey. I don't know. My channel's not that big where people could post malicious links, but I guess I'm just kind of preparing for that opportunity. This says nothing about keeping tubes empty, so Mark 48s. Mark 48s it up. We'll get some more Mark 48s in the tubes, but there's a lot, so I think we're good on that front. I will get UUVs. I know Rent-A-Cow, did you want to see UUVs? So I'll load up some UUVs. Was it just okay, sorry. That is an appropriate picture for the CWIS operator. Like, ah! Okay, let's do it. Okay, slow to 3. Slow to 3.
Make turns for 3 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Should not have any more wacky currents. UVs are... Oh, I gotta load one out, don't I? Should have done that at first. Now I gotta wait 9 minutes. That's the European way. 9 minutes. The diesel electrics, namely the Kilo, reload in 4 minutes. Oh, excuse me. For our LA, it's going to take 18 minutes to reload this tube, so we got some time on our hands here.
Retrieve the starboard towed array. Helm aye.
Charge this up. We got some contacts. We got a layer at 557 feet. Very well. Never been this close to Hawaii in a mission before in sub command, so this is fun. The rule of sixes. Maybe. It sounds familiar, but maybe I'm thinking of another rule with numbers. Okay, we're going due north right now. What side of the islands are these boats expected? Believed to be to the north and west of the Hawaiian Islands, so this could be a long mission. Locate and sink all you can find. So what have we got on the Toad right now? Lots of traffic. What is this? Car carrier. Looks like we got some biologics. You've labored to produce biologic. A what? A whale, Beaumont. A whale. A marine mammal that knows a hell of a lot more about sonar than you. Powerboat. Victor 3, you call it. Wow, okay. Hello. Contact. Okay. Since this stream is being interesting, we can go ahead and I can bring this over. What kind of frequencies are we seeing here? We're seeing 50, 235, and 325. So we can bring this over here. 50, 250, 325. Nor sub 5. Where the hell is Victor? 2, 1, 3. 50, 235, 325. Okay. This could also be NR1. This is all Russian subs. Are we really... oh, a Han. There you go. So we got a Han. Got ourselves a Han. Very well. Are we seeing that 1215 on this bad boy? Maybe. Ew, I love shorthand. Take the speed of anything in knots, multiply it by 2, then add 2 zeros at the end of it. This is the distance in yards the object will travel in 6 minutes. So you got something going at 6 knots, you multiply by 2, they get 12. Then you add 2 more zeros, so that's 1200. So you get 1200 yards per minute. Interesting. I like a lot. Okay, where did I get the frequency sheet? It is in your manual folder of your reinforce alert installation. That is where I got it. Very useful. I like it in it's such a long one that having it in Excel is nice because you can get all these you can sort all these by ascending using the sort and filter here. Okay, so we got ourselves a Han. Damn it. Damn it.
The starboard
This
towed
always
array.
happens.
Hell my.
You can't... oh, do you not have Excel? You should be able to open it if you have Open Office. If you download Open Office, you should be able to open that. Oh, now this is going to take forever to stream out because we're going slow as molasses. Is there a current here, too? Let's go deep. Let's get a little deeper here, 300.
Make my depth 300
Well, we're
feet.
going up against
Bye-bye.
Chinese subs, so I'm going 5 knots.
Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering aye.
We're not going up against a particularly sophisticated... at least these subs are not particularly sophisticated. No, it's just .xlsx. It's an Excel spreadsheet. So if you download Open Office, you should be able to open that. It just does. I don't know. I guess it's a gameplay thing. Maybe they don't keep 100% charge all the time. It could be like a wartime footing kind of thing. But you'd think on a sub they'd have a lot of space to deal with having a bigger pressure vessel for compressed air, but I don't know. How wide is the detection cone on a Chinese torp? Probably pretty bad. Probably pretty bad. I don't know if you saw the debrief for that Lotta quick mission, but I got really lucky with out-of-date torpedoes. Okay. This Han seems to be gunning it. He's gunning it. Wow. Is he gunning it? Okay. We got a Han gunning it. Should be able to see that on the broadband here. Wow, dude, that is
Sonar.
really loud.
I have a new contact. Bearing
Holy crap.
032.
Whoa, he might be really
Designated
close
Sierra
aboard.
1.
He might be really close aboard. Might be really close aboard. Or is that the speedboat? That could be the speedboat. But this Han seems to be changing. Well, I'm not sure which one is the real Han yet. This is a Han as well. Wait, is this... No, this is not the Han. This is the power boat, excuse me, apologies. Wrong contact, okay. Is it? You can go 90 degrees to the incoming torp. Yes. I always recommend trying to sidestep a torp instead of just trying to outrun it. I'm planning to make a torpedo evasion video soon. So I'll remember this rule of sixes because that is nice. So that way you have a decent estimate of how long you need to go, and then you can can it and get out of the way of a torp. So I like that. Let me write that down so I don't forget. Rule of sixes. Oopa-doopa-doo. Do-do-do-doopa-doopa-doo. Rule of sixes. Sweet. Off. Okay. Now, the best way to avoid a torp is to sidestep it. So if the torp is, if you're, let's see, I don't know. If the torp is coming this way, you could outrun it this way potentially, but the best way is just to, you know, go this way or go that way and just try and get out of its search cone. 5,000 yards. That's pretty well. Maybe on a modern torp, 5,000 yards wide, but I'm not sure about Chinese torps. That's 2.5 nautical miles. To jump? What do you mean jump? Jump off the edge of a cliff? Okay, here's our Han. Right here. Okay. Mark it up. Mark. Mark. Give me the mark. Fine, we'll do it on the 50. Mark. Dude. Mark it. What is going on? I know sometimes if you like click the tracker, you gotta like finagle it and it'll get it, but it's not cooperating right now. Blowing ballast could potentially work, but it would be tricky. This thing is definitely changing bearing rate pretty quick. There you go.
I have a new
Frickin'
contact.
Finally.
Bearing.
Okay,
0,
where's the reciprocal?
3, 1.
Here.
Designated Sierra 2.
Designate that one as well. We need to figure out which one we're looking at here.
Con sonar.
Okay,
I have a new
got both of them.
contact. Bearing. 3,
Han,
2,
not Victor
8.
3.
Designated
Oh, look
Sierra
at that, Victor 3. Nice model. It could work, but you'd have to be... That torp would have to be pretty close for it to work. It'd have to be pretty close. The Mark 48 has a 90-degree search cone, so that might not work for the Mark 48, but I'm not sure. It'd have to be really close, man, like super close. Okay, I want to do this as a Han. Confidence high, hostile. Classify Han. Confidence high, hostile. Yeah, they may sealing the torps, but a sub has a much deeper draft than a surface ship, so that shouldn't be an issue. If you sealing the surface torp with maybe 20 yards or about 6 meters, that should still be deep enough to hit a sub. Because the draft of an LA is on the order of 30 feet, 9 meters or so. Like, it's a pretty deep draft. Am I seeing the Han here? I may be. Ooh, pretty sphere. I love my spherical. Okay, it's not letting me mark it. What am I doing? I'm going crazy. I have 2 trackers over here. I don't need 2 trackers. Oh, there's something else here. What is that? I can see that. CR2. If this is a Han, it's going for 4 knots. We need to turn. Let's do due east.
Come right to course 091. Hell my.
Yeah, torps are pretty... I would say a torp is definitely more maneuverable than a sub. It's something that would be fun to check out. Okay, we got 7 blades. This thing seems to be pretty close aboard. We got CR2 and CR3 both up here. What is this quieter one? What is the Xia? Xia. I know someone told me once, one of my Chinese viewers told me I was skewing the shit out of that name, so apologies. As they sound that Americans are not used to making. 50, 205, 305. What the hell? Someone just lit up. What is that? Oh, that's a speedboat coming out of baffles. Okay, well, that's kind of messing up my works here. Ooh, we are seeing a 205. This could be the Xia right here, 5205. Let's go ahead and mark it.
Con sonar. I have a new
And then we
contact.
had one more right
Bearing
over here.
339. Designated
mark this
Sierra
bad boy as
4.
well.
Con sonar. I have a new contact.
I'm gonna classify
Bearing
this as
020.
Xia.
Designated
Does
Sierra
anyone know what the B
5.
means? What does the B mean? I have no idea what this B means. Does anyone know what the B means? Confidence medium, assumed hostile. Ew, look at the model. Not bad. Classify contact. Sort by subs. Betterer. Thanks a lot. Intriguing conversation. Okay, I'm gonna grab a beer. And we're pretty close into these bad boys, so I'm gonna go ahead. See, this is still reloading. We got 6 more minutes on this reload. But pause it real quick. I was thinking like blue and gold crew, but I'm not sure. You guys are messing with me. I paused the game. There's no torpedo in the water. Xia number 1. Okay, I got a Pabst made just for chaps. Okay. Toad has not started turning yet very well. I can see all these guys on the broadband, waiting for this speedboat to get out of my view. We got some interesting stuff going on. What other stuff are we potentially seeing? Car ferry? Okay, that's a 60. That immediately rules out Xia. But it seems like we found a Han and a Xia already. You're rocking the PBR right now, too? Well, alright. Made just for chaps. Ice cold Pabst made just for chaps. This is mostly water with a little bit of alcohol and other stuff in it. This is my favorite time of day, waiting for where the reciprocals are going to go. I'm assuming they're going to be bunched together because it's a escort and an SSBM, but they're really close in here, man. They're pushing it. Push it to the limit. Oh, there's something else that's just peeled out of those baffles. What is that? Let me take. What is that? That is interesting looking. Uh-oh. Wait, what? Hold on. Okay, no, we're not seeing any. Thankfully, they made it so the first frequency on torps is like 55 or 65, so you can instantly tell if you're seeing one. But no, there's no torps. What just came out of those? There's too much shit going on. This should be cleared out when we turn to the due east here. But there's this one, there's this fainter one that just came out of the baffles, and we did not see it go into the baffles.
Steady on course. 0,
okay,
9,
everything's starting
1.
to turn. They're not together. They're apart. This is interesting. PBR is an odd choice. Let's see. Who is moving? I usually do this with time acceleration, but we can just look at it here. Oh, that okay, that was a move. You're out of here. So where's the Xia doing? What's the Xia doing? Xia. We have a tracker on everyone, so someone should be. I'm just gonna. Okay, there you go. So they're not up against each other. They are separated. That's interesting. They are separated. Okay, CR3 doing 4 knots. I guess we can go ahead and try and make a solution now. Well, where's our ruler? Why is it all the way over there? 4 naughty knots. Now we're getting the funky tow data. We gotta wait for that to disappear. It's too heavy. I'm willing to bet it's pretty far off. That's Xia's. That Han makes some more noise than an Alpha, so Han is noisy. We can be hearing that from pretty far away. USS Batfish. CR5. Can we go ahead and try and get a speed on CR5? Is that CR5 24? It is. Mark. CR5 is doing 3 knots. Very well. We can start making some solutions here. 3 naughty knots. Ooh, this might be close aboard. What do we got? Seems to be kind of heading straight my way and kind of close aboard. This thing could be really close. Hard to tell. This turn will help reveal what this Xia is doing. A lot of other SSBNs have the B too. Is it all the same with that B designation? Yeah, the Sheng just got commissioned, didn't it? Okay, this is almost straightened out, so we can start getting some new data here. Where was that one? Is that it? I think this is the... Well, it just went to my babble. I'm trying to figure out what that thing was. This boat that came out screaming. There's Ohio. Let's see. Let's go ahead and look. We have the technology. We can rebuild him. We have Ohio US and Ohio B. They're both boomers. Seems to be like no difference. Well, it's going to be hard to tell. It's not going to let me stick up with it. It doesn't seem to talk about B at all. Oh, fun fact, the fact that the Ohio only goes to 300 meters seems interesting to me, but I guess it doesn't really need to go that deep for what it's doing. I thought they had Ohio SSGN in here as well. I mean, it would be right by there if it was, but yeah. Freighters and loaded freighters. So this could be a lot of other things. This Xia could be an Akula, could be a Mike, could be a Sierra, or a Papa. But probably not. Probably a Xia. But who knows? There could be Ruski subs about. This we are near one of the Pacific naval bases here. Where is this? Oahu? I think it may be. Is that Oahu? I'm not sure. This may be Oahu. I'm not up to speed on my Hawaiian geography here. The first one's Oahu with this that should be like the harbor or something. This is Oahu, but it's all messed up. Toad is straight. We are getting data. All the data's... What is this? I'm just curious to see what these other things are. Car ferry. Okay, now we got free reign to see what our boats are doing here. Unimpeded. What the hell? Oh, there's a lot of stuff. Wow, on this bearing. Okay. Super tanker modern. Car carriers in the way. Damn it. There seems to be two tracks right over here. There's this and that. So right here we are seeing the 50, 205, 325. Yeah, we are seeing that. What is that force frequency on the Xia? 582. We are not seeing that. But there is something else right here, which is also a car carrier. That's super tanker modern. Okay. It kind of looked like it was flying like it could be an escort. It's pretty weak, but it's coming up strong in the narrowband. So we got our two Han and Xia. Xia. What's this solution up to? Hard to tell. It might be better to switch back the other way, honestly. We're still kind of in a lead situation. We didn't really change the lead. Well, I know this is the big island, obviously. Everyone knows the big island, but I think at that point, after that, people kind of start, at least me, I don't remember which ones are the other islands. There's like Maui and Oahu, and that's like all I know. Okay, well, this guy is going 3 knots. We determined that. And the solution's going to straighten out here. Okay, so that seems to be a pretty decent solution for that guy. I'm surprised we found him so quickly. It's kind of boring, but we'll go for it. There could be more, potentially. Never know. I'm surprised the toad is not beneath the layer, but we are doing 5 knots. We're doing well on that. Is the layer deeper than it was before? Could be. Okay, we might as well go on this bearing for a little bit and get some more data. Might as well get some more data here. They're not really making it too hard on me. They're staying pretty constant course and speed here. Push it to the limit. Okay, we're getting... This seems to be 3 for certain, but CR3 seems like... It's like right on the verge of like 3 and 4. Eh. Well, if you do 24 divided by 6, that's 4, so there's less error in looking at it out there, so we'll go with that. We'll keep that at 4. 4 knots on that Han. CR3, 4 knots. The first data could be wonky. Some consistent data. What is this? Does this data want to straighten out anywhere? We're too zoomed in. We need some more. We need some lag going on this guy. All we have is 2 lead courses. Could be potentially further out, but I don't know. Hard to say. Keep the history on. That's always good to see what your solutions have been before. Yeah, it does look to be a pretty strong layer. Not really expecting any surfaced enemies, but I get what you're saying. Let's turn to this way. Let's do like this. I keep forgetting I can just do it here, do that.
Come left to course 30,
So we'll do that.
4,
We'll get in close up,
LMI.
and we'll get ourselves some lag course going on this Han as well and firm up that solution. Okay, so we're to sink. We are weapons free right now. Locate and sink all you find. Do not attack whales. About to have a whale of a good time. There's some whales. Looks like we got like 2 herds of whales. This one's pretty constant bearings. The other one's probably pretty far out. This is a reciprocal. And then it looks like we got another chunk of whales over here, maybe. Oh, it's like going underneath. It's going over top the Xia now. Xia. Going 5 knots is nice, though. It'll, we will, change this course pretty quickly. I might as well be vigilant and look for more potential contacts here. Got ourselves another 50. That could very well be a fishing boat. Two 50s in very close proximity here. Interesting. This one wants to say Victor 3 as well for more due north. We got a lot of tracks flying about here. That's our buddy. 325, that's our buddy. And we're about to cross over the reciprocal range. So there's 2 more potentials to the north here. And they're reciprocated over here as well. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of mark out that I was seeing guys on this bearing, and we'll see how they change with this turn, because I don't want to mark all of them and lose trackers on these guys. Don't want to lose those trackers, so we'll see how they change. The 50 is suspect, but there's a lot of things that can have a 50 frequency. Not excluding fishing boats. 50-50. 50-50. A lot of warships. There's gotta be just as many civilians as warships. 50-50. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, back up this way. Where were we? Xia, Victor, Han, around this neighborhood. These pairs. 235, 205, Xia. Okay. It's not that precise whenever I play multiplayer, but we are going to get some multiplayer going on in after this stream is over, and I will link to like my Discord chat room where we set those up. But yes, always room for one. Always chamber. Whoa, what is that? What the hell? Okay, well, it's something that concerns me. It's a 60, 140, 145. I'd like to. I'm planning to end this in an hour. I'm gonna try and keep these to 2 hours from now on. What time is it for you now? Despairing squid. So what are we looking at? We are looking at. Oh, it was there and then it's gone. Now we got 60, 235. Oh, that's me. It's got to be me coming out of the baffles there or something. Okay, so that's not bad. 8 minutes into the new day. Not terrible on a Friday night. Let's see. We are steady on course, just about. Ever so slight little gap there. Toad is coming about.
Steady on course 304.
This is where our boat is right now, is this little dash here. No, sorry, I always get that wrong. That's dead astern of us. What do we got over here? What is the sonar calling this? It's harder to find out what you got with spherical tracks. 1171. Why do I have email still open? Close that. 1170. What? Well, that's not right. It's not a spearfish. It could be 1160. It's hard to tell at those ranges. 1165. 1175. Dude. This is all weird stuff. Powerboat. The force frequencies they do, you know, kind of, they don't necessarily, they're not always functions of, okay, fine, just, where's the powerboat? 1173, there you go. They're not, the first three frequencies are like multiples of 5, but these second one, the fourth and fifth are not, so that's the powerboat, okay. Sweet. Civilian 5365K. Yeah, they're using it to chase the whales around. Chasing the whales. What do we got over here? Car carrier? Okay. Back to the Toad. Where are our due north 50 first frequency buddies? There's a 50 right there. Is that our Xia? We need to wait for this Toad to completely straighten out first. It's still giving us wonky data. I kind of got lost in that speedboat for a second. What is this? What the hell is that? Super tanker modern. Powerboat. There's our Xia. There's our other 50 frequency dudes. They're still due north. They're not over here anymore. Okay. So we got some potential other guys due north here, and there's 2 of them. And we know those are the real tracks, so we can go ahead and mark both of them. Mark that.
Con sonar. I have a new contact. Bearing
Mark
358.
this.
Designated Sierra 6. Con sonar. I have a new contact.
We could be
Bearing
fishing boats. Hard to
0
tell for certain.
0 1. Designated Sierra 7.
But they're definitely due north of us. Oh, that was a big turn. Is our toad straight now? Just about. Oh, there's a whale again. About to have a whale of a good... Okay, I need to stop saying that. Who do we have here? We can zoom this out a little bit. This is our Han. Which it keeps wanting to call... Victor 3, you call it. From Bond James Bond. Okay, so we got more data on both of these tracks. Toad is straightening out, so the last wave of data is kind of bogus. What the hell is up with that? Oh, that's, I guess that was a toad turn or something. Let's, hopefully they're being lazy and they're keeping pretty constant courses here. That's always, okay, we're looking at the Xia right now. That would help to know that we're looking at the Xia, not the Han. Now we're looking at the Han. Hard to say. We're gonna start getting some more data on that bad boy there. Oh, zip zop zippity bop. All right, see ya, Jana. Catch you later. Tomorrow probably. So these are possibly fishing boats. Hard to say for certain yet. As of yet, we're moving in their direction. CR3. Okay, there's been a course change. This is not... Our tow's been straight for a little bit now. On the order of like 3 minutes probably at least. So we should be getting some good data on that. Looks like there's been a course change on CR3 there. What about the Xia? It's more coming back this way. Seems to be doing something more like that further out. Oh, CR3. Probably gotta get... Oh no, we already figured out CR5 on CR3, dude. CR3. There definitely seems to be a new course or something here. There's something going down. What the hell? Maybe I should be a little more patient. We still have a tracker on this dude, don't we? Oh, we may have lost the tracker. We did lose the tracker. Shit. Put that tracker back on, man. Okay. We may have just lost a tracker somewhere else. Why do the props have that circle? Oh. So there's different kinds of cavitation you can get. You can get cavitations that form on the blade here, and you can get cavitation that forms at the tip. Most likely to form at the tip because that's the part that's going the fastest. But I also think it might have another function of keeping the toad from getting chopped off on the prop. But if it is anti-cavitation, or like cavitation preventing, putting all this metal out here is adding inertia to the propeller, so it's going to make your top speed a little bit slower. If that's significant or not, who knows, but that's what I'm thinking, just from like understanding the physics at play. It's probably anti-cavitation, but if the toad were to go up against this blade in a really sharp turn, it wouldn't snag on it. It wouldn't be as likely to get chopped off. You could do it more or something, but kind of just speculation. But I would say probably anti-cavitation or promoting less cavitation per se. So that's probably why. But it's not free. There is going to be a slight speed hit to that. Not only are you adding weight, you're adding it to the outside, which is going to have the worst effect. Okay, so we lost the tracker on that dude because we had too many trackers assigned before, but I think we're all good on the tracker front. I think we have all the trackers we need assigned right now. So we lost a track. Dude, I put a tracker on you. Put that tracker. Okay, now we have a tracker on that, but now we've lost it on the Xia. Now they're being stubborn about the trackers. 016. We need a tracker back on you as well. L. Now we've lost one on the north. Oh my god, these trackers, dude. It's so annoying. Where did the other one get off to? No, you can have fat people. They're not rotating, so that's fine. It's just out here when you have something rotating, putting all the mass on the outside has the most effect instead of putting it on the inside. You notice that when your wheels are unbalanced on your car, they just put these tiny little weights on it that fix it out. But since those little imperfections are so far out, it gets the effect of them gets amplified. Are we all good on trackers? No, we're not. We have 2 trackers on this Han, supposedly. We don't need 2 what? Age 4. I put trackers on you. Okay, we're getting data, but the age is kind of mucking up. So this seems to be pretty solid here. We have the 4 knots going. Right around here seems to be pretty good. Right here. Well, not if you're trying to propel the boat forward with them, are they allowed? Not if you're attaching them to the prop as, I don't know, to increase the amount of water is being moved. I don't know, something. Ugh. Okay, this is pretty. If he's been going constant course, this is pretty solid. Right about here. Let's see. The dot stack isn't refining any further past a point. Let's go ahead and do it up like this. Do that. The added mass of a fat person just in the boat, or the mass on the propeller. The mass on the propeller will affect top speed and acceleration. It'll take longer to turn it, and it will take more force to turn it. Be heavier to turn. But yeah, mass resists acceleration. So you have mass resists acceleration, dampers like in the shock on your car resist velocity, and springs resist position. So the more mass you add on this, the worse the acceleration. So yeah, it will affect your acceleration. Probably going to be more noticeable on the acceleration front than the top speed front, adding mass to it. Yeah, I would probably say more noticeable on the acceleration front. Yes, we're taping fat people to the back aft. And we're feeding them beans. There's your new pump jet for you right there, feeding them beans. Okay. We may have firing solutions here, but I want to get closer in, as I always tend to do. The ruler's always like moving around. But yeah, right in there. At this point, it's kind of just being adjusted, you know, plus or minus 500 yards, which is like, you know, on the order of like 5 boat lengths, so it's pretty good. When you get down on this scale, it's interesting because, you know, the boat has a dimension to it that's, you know, analogous to like that, these 2 marks, but you don't see that when you zoom on the scale. It's still like just a little dot. I always found that interesting because at a certain point, it can't just be represented by a dot. It has length to it at this scale. But yeah, I think we have, you know, decent firing solutions at this point. These guys are not visible on the broadband, so we have no broadband data for them. Still doing 3 knots on the Xia. Han's probably still doing what it's doing. I still have 2. I think I lost a tracker on one of these bad boys. I did lose a tracker up here. Oh, let's try and find it. Let's see. Too zoomed in. Where's that dude? I think one of them's disappeared. We're only seeing one now. And that's the one that's getting updated. 003. We're supposed to be one at 000. We were seeing a reciprocal somewhere else. What is this? 5295? Fishing boat. Or powerboat, but it's not a sub. 5295. No subs up in this range, except for diesels from Norway or Denmark, but those aren't here. Those are for sure not here. We were supposed to sink the Chinese boats, but I like getting closer. I don't have any squalls. I love squalls. They're so good in a knife fight. So I'm going to get to within 10,000 yards before I start shooting. Make sure I'm going to really get them good. Give them less time to react. They can't hear me for crap right now. They got no clue I'm here. The mission seems kind of weird. There's no need for a Xia to be this close to Hawaii to launch its missiles, but yeah, we'll go for it. We'll go with it. Why not? Super tanker modern. Akula 1. No, a Xia. We're seeing the 4th frequency of 585. Where's that Xia? 5205. I was 617. Okay, hold on. Hold the presses here. We're not seeing a 617. We're seeing... Oh, no, wait. That's right. I was looking at the Kula 1. So we got a foreshore Xia. So let's change that confidence to high. Oh my god, look, you can see the island. That's really close in. Okay, we're getting 4th frequency on the Han. I got Han jobs for you. Han seems to be further out to sea still. Han is, we're looking at 1215 as our 4th frequency. Excuse me. No 4th frequency on the Han yet. But I guess we had already gone ahead and made it confidence high. That's fine. Probably not a Ruski. Everything else here is Russian subs except for Han. Everything else is Russian subs. And a lot of old Russian subs. They're all old ones. A lot of which probably don't exist anymore. These ones for sure do not exist anymore. And this too. So like either Victor 3 or Han for the most part. So yeah, confidence high on that is fine. I'm going to go ahead and drop this one that has not been updated in a while. The RA frequency sheet includes every boat that is modeled in RA. There's a frickin' fly. Every boat modeled in RA is in this frequency sheet. Stock frequencies are different, or stock boats have different frequencies in RA. So the stock frequency sheet is null and void once you install RA. Ooh, this is pushing out a little bit. Pushing out a little bit. Oh, not by much. It changed by like 250 yards. Okay. Oops. That's fine. Sierra 5. Ooh, yes. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, these are firing solutions right here. Oh, what am I doing? Dude, make sure you have... Okay, so I've told some of you this, not sure if all of you have heard it. If you have flooded or equalized tubes, it increases your noise output for whatever reason. Don't ask me why. Me and a friend, Tamburello, we found that out while testing it out. So don't run around with flooded or equalized tubes. What you're going to want to do is keep... I guess we can just do this. Okay, don't do that. Keep the contacts up on your solution screen, and then launch from here. This is a good place to launch from because if you're going too fast or you're too deep, like if you're doing missiles, this will be grayed out, so this won't let you launch. But if you do it from here, it will let you do that. So flooding is water sloshing around, and then equalizing is just changing the pressure. So flooding, you just let in water from the boat, but then equalizing is, you know, equalizing it with the outside. There will be a pressure difference, even though they're both flooded. That's why if you're in a car and you fall into a lake, but it's completely flooded, and you haven't hit the bottom yet, you won't be able to open the door because there still will be a pressure difference. But the problem is not transients. You don't get transients from flooding and equalizing. After these are at steady state, they've been flooded and equalized for a few minutes, that still makes increased noise. Don't ask me why, but it does it. It's stupid. It shouldn't, but it does. So don't leave them flooded and equalized. Just leave it like this. The UV, yeah, we can use the UV. It does put a TIW, but we're far enough that it may not put, well, RI doesn't really have TIW. Water shouldn't be moving around in the tube because it should be fully encapsulated. You can't equalize the pressure if there's any air in there yet. So it doesn't make any sense that flooded and equalized tubes should make more noise. But yeah, launch from here. This is a good place to launch from because it tells you which one's aimed at what, and it's a lot easier than getting confused here. And I might even use auto crew, fire control. Auto crew is nice. I'd like to see what they do. 10,000 yards for Sierra 3, 8,700 for Sierra 5. Cool. There were budget cuts? Yeah, possibly. Okay, so these solutions should be kept up to date. Should be kept up to date. A lot of quick mission, I don't know what happened there, but some of those squalls did not launch on the right bearing. But that could be... So with those squalls, I was not particularly facing tracks. So like say I had a track out this way. So the squall has to come out of a tube and then turn. So what the squall could have been doing is coming out this way and then going down that bearing. That's what could have happened. So for something like a squall, I would make sure you are facing down the bearing you are trying to launch as much as possible to try and mitigate that error. Because that's what I'm thinking is what happened there. Let's try and figure out what Sierra 7 is doing here. Oh man, look at that purdy lead. We got a lead course going on here. Probably more like 5 knots. Maybe even slower. Hard to say. Distant contact, probably submerged. If I had to guess, say it was a boomer coming out of the barn. Sounds like a missile boat coming out of Polyarny. Okay. No, that doesn't seem to be... No, not 94. Jesus. 3. I don't know if you can hear that crotch rocket. There's a crotch rocket that was flooring it outside my apartment just now. 3 knots at such a range. It's probably a fishing boat, but it's going pretty constant speed. There's a gnat flying around. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Man, that force frequency is getting strong on that Xia. Getting strong, I tell you. I don't think I've ever seen a 5th frequency on the Toad, though. I'm not sure I can. No, I think he just got outside of auditory range at that point. A crotch rocket is like a sports bike, so like a Yamaha or a Honda or a Beamer motorcycle or something like that. I don't really know. Suzuki, I don't know. I'm not really up to date on motorcycles. I don't really care for them. So not like a Harley or something like that, but like the fast ones, the sports bikes. I guess that's the best way to call them. So these boats are being very, very predictable. Predictable. I know your thoughts. Thoughts of thief. Okay. Don't really care about CR7. That guy seems to just be doing his thing like a chicken wing. Ooh. This is an interesting development. There may be a speed change on CR3 here, or a course change. CR3. Let's go ahead and get that. Gonna give me a marker? Okay, good. No, still doing 4 knots. Oh, well, hang on. Yeah, still doing 4. We're seeing 7 blades. So what is up with that? There's a course change. He changed course. There was a course change here. Okay. Very well. I would like to head straight up the gullet, but I don't know if my toad will be able to see them. How big are my toad baffles? 313 to 296. Really, just 17 degrees of I guess it's 15. It's a nicer number. 28 to 33 to 340. We could go right down the middle and split these dudes, so let's do it. We'll still be able to see them.
Come right to course 002. Hell my.
I will be right back. Exercise bike? Where? Exercise. It is a full bed. Exercise bike. Where's there an exercise bike? No, there's no exercise bike. It's a door in a closet. In the cupboard, there's a bed and clothes. Oh, this thing, that is a floor jack for working on a car. Ugh, floor jack for working on a car. Yeah, it should not take 15 minutes to upload a 1 gig. Are you uploading from a phone or a landline? But yeah, that's a floor jack. That is my quote-unquote racing floor jack that I use to lift my car up and put it on jack stands. Oh, your laptop. That should not take well, do you have Fios? You lucky duck, you. I have Xfinity. Their upload speeds suck, but I have 75 megabits down right now, that's pretty good. Blue cut fire. Yeah, the fiber should be able to handle that well. That's the point of fiber. Files got sold to Frontier. Boo. Who the hell's Frontier? I don't know. My upload is crap. I only have maybe 6 or 7 up. I miss Fios having that identical up and down. 50 up would be amazing. 50 up would be so good. I could upload videos so quickly. Okay, Fios and Cali. Fios is in a very limited area, very few limited areas. I'm lucky there's some around here, but like my apartment complex, they were getting to it, but I guess that was when they were like, okay, we're not making too much money from it, so they stopped. And like the last file boxes are like a few hundred yards that way. It's annoying. But the Xfinity, I'm paying $90 for 75 down, 6 up Xfinity. 6 up, is that what I'm getting? 680 times 8. I'm getting 5 or 6 up. I'm not getting too much up. I want more up, but it's fine. It's still double what it was. I just upgraded my internet, so my upload is double, so that's not bad. Ooh, he turned around. Is he turning around? Turning around? Or just doing a really slow course change? Possibly a really slow course change. Did I lose a tracker on him? I don't know. They're getting close together. $30,000 acres. Oh, it's like a wildfire thing. We get 300 up, supposedly. Or 300. Oh, that's a ton still. 200 down. Jeez.
Steady on course. 002.
Yeah. I mean, you can just like, you can link the title to an article that could be searched on or something. Oh, hello. Something just came out of our baffles. That's me. I'm turning. That's why. Los Angeles Flight 3, you say? You don't say. Okay. So now these bad boy solutions are going to be firmed up even more. Did these solutions get updated? Are they updated? They are. They are getting updated, so very well. That's good. Cool. Keeping those plugged in the computer, ready to fire at a moment's notice. This is a pretty good position, because if they both fire me, I can still sidestep with relative ease here. But I would weight it more based on the Xia, because it's a little closer in than the Han. Okay, the toad is starting to turn. We're about to get our funky data for a second here. About to be getting our funky datas. I recently got rid of my cable bill because it was making... I had a promotional deal for like a year. And then after the promotional deal went away, I was going to be paying $200 a month for cable and internet. So I was like, screw that. So I got rid of the cable. And now I'm just paying $90 for internet. Gotcha. Okay. So you're in like the LA area or San Diego or something? That whole area. Are we seeing them on these sensors? Oh, we are seeing the Xia on the spherical. Wow. We have a fresh set of trackers on the spherical here. All right.
Con sonar. I have a new contact. Bearing 031.
Emerge Sierra 5 up with
Designated
Sierra 8. Get some
8.
good righteous data on that front. All right. Oh, okay. Where's the spherical dot? That's not really showing up. I don't know. Maybe I'll split it, but we're getting spherical on this Xia. We're really close. Really close in northeast of LA. Well, LA is huge. So I've never been out there, but it has a large area. Wow, we've been seeing the Xia on here for a long time. We need to keep better tabs on that. We can probably see the Han on the frequency even. The narrowband. 340. No. Where's that Xia? We're seeing it on the broad. Where is it? 3. I don't see shit. We can see it on the broadband, but I can't see it on the narrowband. That doesn't make any sense. Han. No, Xia. 582, 1354. There should be something right here. Oh, there is. Ah, there it is. Very faint, but yeah, there you go. We are seeing the Xia on the spherical there. So well. Very well. Interesting data. What's going on with that? It's weird. I've had permission to fire the whole time. I'm just closing the gap. I don't want these dill holes to dodge my shots. But the Xia is almost in range. In a few minutes here, I'm going to be firing. A few more minutes. Roger that. I will be on Discord later. Oh, I made a little like frequency sheet thing for the Lotta quick mission. I don't need that anymore. It would be nice to have a frequency sheet of just like subs. I want to organize the RA frequency sheet into ship type, a la the Loami frequency sheet, but that is a large undertaking. There's a lot of stuff in here. It would be nice to sort it out by like, I guess, ship type or power plant or country of origin. Lami is organized by prop number and power plant. It's been a while since I've looked at the Lami frequency sheet. Get your ass to Mars. You are not you. You are me. No shit. Okay, Toad is straight. Getting fresh data. Fresh data on our boys. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Let's try this. This is a little closer in here. That's about as good as it's going to get. That old data is just kind of like offset, so we're going to go with this. That's pretty good. Has anyone seen Buzz Aldrin with his Get Your Ass to Mars shirt? It's the funniest thing. An organized profile thin. What does that mean? Okay, what's our Han doing? What's our Han jobs up to here? What? No, don't merge. Oh, I didn't actually merge that track. CR5. I wanted to merge that. I didn't actually merge it. There you go. That's why I wasn't seeing this data up here. Okay. It's kind of being funky, but there might be some funky code in that. Get us back to Han jobs. No, there's definitely a course change. There was definitely a course change in here. Something like that. It may have looked a little drastic or a little more drastic earlier, but there's definitely a course change in there. Yeah, I can do them words good, all right. Yeah, I have programming experience, but not too much with Excel. I'm just not familiar with the semantics of it. How many people we all... Oh, my God. How many people we got going on in this place? Only 6 viewers. That's fine. I don't think it's ever been much more. I done England's gooder. Are you programming right now? What language are you doing? Okay, yeah, these guys are pretty much holding about parallel to my course right now. Getting ready to fire. I would like to be a little closer to that Han. C++. That's one I never really had experience with. I'm most well experienced with Java and Python. And yeah, Java and Python are my most well-versed languages. Oh, do you have one of those light-up keyboards like the Cherry MX switches or whatever thing going on? Or just a light-up keyboard? Python is amazing. I love Python. It's great. It's so good for scripting. I learned Java for 1 year. That was really just that long. I guess I've only programmed on Java for the equivalent of like 3 semesters. And Python I kind of just picked up working. But Python is good. I like Python. My keyboard is a $5 Dell keyboard from like 10 years ago. That's all I've ever used. It's fine. I see no need for a very expensive keyboard, honestly. But who knows? Maybe I've just yet to see the light. Where's our Han? Are we still not seeing the force frequency? I would like to get closer into that Han, if possible. That solution's been dancing around. Usually if a solution's dancing around, your speed is wrong. What's going on here with this dude? Seems to be looking like that. The data as late did not really seem to support that conclusion. Is it closer in? I don't think a Han is that much quieter than a Xia. No. Maybe a little further out. Always possible. It wants to be doing this. It does. It wants to be doing it. Wants to be doing this. It could be possibly further out. What's CR7 up to? Is it still doing the same thing? Did we lose a tracker on? Yeah, we did. Whatever. The keys feel nicer. I don't type too much on my home keyboard. I type on my work keyboard, which is a Mac keyboard, and it's fine. No problems with that. I don't type too much. It's not like I'm typing 24/7, but I do type it. I mean, When you get to it being an engineer in the real world, you spend like 3/4 of your time making reports, basically, and making documents. Just the fact of the matter. Man, that's a pretty solid Xia contact, dude. We are good to go on that front, on this bad boy here. Now you can use this to get some approximate triangulations here. It can be kind of dubious if if they're not updated at the same time, it's not going to be precise, but if they are updated at around the same time, then it's pretty good guesstimate. But yeah, he's been going pretty steadily there for a while now, so we're ready to fire, I think. I think we'll fire on both these bad boys. CR3 solution's a little more dubious as late. Let's just drop it off to 20 minutes here. There was definitely a course change or something in here at some point, but it's hard to say what it really changed to. But that seems to be about good. Alright, let's go ahead and I think fire control will update if you enter the solution in. See, that's good to go. That's good. Those are good. Okay. So let's go ahead and fire here. We will fire. Let's bring this in.
Retrieve the starboard towed array. Helm aye.
We will bring this in and get ready to fire. You have to shouldn't you just be able to download something that does it already, or do you want to just do it? And it's in C++. That seems interesting. For a keyboard, I feel like they'd be a little more fancier and use some kind of new language. Tube 1 does not have a tar. It doesn't. Oh, it's because I changed it. There you go. Thanks for that heads up. That would have. Well, I would have noticed it down here. I would have noticed that it wasn't lighted up. But yeah, good looks. Thank you very much. 8,700 yard. It will go with the auto crew here. Auto crew sounds good. Can the Mark 48 go that deep? 3,800 feet. Maybe. Add cap mod 5 depth. 2,500 feet. Wait, what was that in meters? 2,500 feet. A Shiba SDKs and C++ and stuff. I'm not dissing C++. It's just, it seems like for a keyboard they'd have like a lighter, like scripting language than like a more of like a machine language. C#. I don't have any experience with C#. Oh. Are you going to be one of those types that's like, oh, not a real programmer unless you program in assembly? You could be one of those types. 833 meters. Okay. Interesting. Alright, prepare to fire. Torpedo coming in. I guess we can go ahead and get these bad boys going. Well, I want to make sure this toad is about in right first. We don't want to lose it. My friend Ben likes to put the TB16 out when you bring the TB24 back in, but... or whatever, TB23, I don't know. I think I'm just going to put them all back in and we'll get the torps out and just boogie. Might go beneath the layer even. Only real men programming machine code? Yeah, whatever. I used to be a comp sci major, but got out of it. Okay. This is just about secured. Yeah, I do too. At the last second, we can take these off auto crew and just make the ceiling a little deeper here. Ship type would be good, I think. I think ship type would be best. Yeah, I would say ship type. But I'm trying to think if it's worth it if you can just like control F it, but it could be it could be good. I kind of like having them on paper sometimes, but the control F is nice. Okay, let's turn the auto crew off, and I'm going to make these ceilings a little deeper. And we're ready to fire. Launch tube 1.
Launch tube 1. Aye, sir. Launch tube 2. Aye, sir.
We're going this
Come
way.
left to course 2. All
All
ahead
ahead
2/3.
2/3.
Helm
Set
aye.
depth for 700 feet. Let's get the hell out of here.
Make my depth 70
Gotta get some countermeasures
feet.
Launch
out.
countermeasures. Aye, sir.
Launch them torps. Let's get boogieing.
Con sonar. Unit
Alrighty,
is
we're
running
outta
normally.
here.
Con sonar. Unit is running normally.
We're diving. All ahead standard.
All ahead standard. Helm aye.
Trying to avoid cavitating. Possibly don't need to. Torps out. Have not seen any torps from opponents. We're gonna go ahead and cut the wires. Get these
Con
tubes
sonar.
reloaded.
Lost the wire. Tube 1. Con sonar. Lost
Any
the
playable
wire.
British
Tube
subs? We can check. Trafalgar for sure, but Trafalgar is crap. Do not play as a Trafalgar. It is too loud at this point in time. Yeah, all you can play is this Trafalgar. The Trenchant might be quieter if they have a separate one. What the hell is... Look at... What the... That is a... What is going on with that model? Is it supposed to look like that? That's a weird looking dude. Trafalgar is loud. It is very loud. Super loud. You've been warned. The Trenchant may be quieter, but I'm not sure. It would be nice if they added Astute as playable. This model is not terribly good, but that's fine. They only have so many people working on this stuff. I always found it weird how the British subs look. They're not like spherical. They're like elliptical. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that paint job. The normal Trafalgar is all good on that front. And the Trafalgar, the first Trafalgar, the actual like HMS Trafalgar, isn't supposed to have the shroud. But yeah, spearfishes are nice. Those are fast. And then there should be Vanguard should be playable as well. But yeah, the British, they have interesting ship designs on their subs. This is a pretty long one. Okay, back to it. We got our torps going out. They're flying. Doors are closed. Dry reload is 9 minutes on the LA. So it's worth it to just cut the torps and get them reloaded. You get used to the Kilo and Lada that have 2 minute wet dry reloads and only 4 minute wet reloads, so those are nice. And by wet I mean there's already something in the tube. Okay, reload this. Yes, thank you. And all ahead flank.
All ahead flank. Helm aye.
Sorry, with the link there.
Steady on course. 2, 8, 3.
Rule of sixes, how many minutes? Oh, I probably want to displace 2,000 yards. Oh, where's the... Here. So 2,000 divided by 2 is 1,000. Oh, wait, 2,000 take off the 2 zeros is 20. Divided by 2 is 10. So 10 knots in 6 minutes, so 33 knots in 2 minutes. So we'll go for just a little bit longer here. We will go for until 13:12 here, 2 more minutes, and then we'll come out of this flank run, I think. Well, let's make it 4. Might as well make it 4. We'll go to 13:13 or 13:14 here, and then we'll be good. We're underneath the layer. We're flanking. They probably lost us at this point, but we are getting close to the critical angle there. But we're boogieing. So yeah, we'll go to 13:13 or 13:14, then we'll come out of this run, pop back up. Oh my god. 2 minutes till stream ends. Oh, we gotta wait to see what these torps do first. When was this bad boy turning on over here? 6,000 yards to 3 nautical miles. Turning on shortly. The other one was turning on at 4.25 nautical miles. Okay, so this one's turning on very shortly here. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Whoa, why do you keep doing that, game? Okay. Has he turned on? Yes. Ooh, that's a sharp turn. It doesn't look snaky. That looks like that's a lock-on turn. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah, diving. Oh, man, we don't have a lock. That Xia could be dumb as a doorknob, potentially. When is that Mark 48 turning on? Around here. That's where this one's turning on. This guy's turned on. He seems to be going for... He's diving hard. Crash dive. Oh, yeah, look at that. Woo! Boom! Got him.
Loud explosion.
Nice. That was easy. Where's that stables button? Bonk. That was easy. Get rid of that. Man, that was right on the money where he was on that solution. Wow, he's going down quick. Okay. There you go. Ba-boom. This torp's turning on here.
Con sonar. Loud
Ooh,
explosion.
crush depth.
Bearing 0,
Right through crush
6,
depth.
0.
Oh, that sound is that's a spine tingling sound right there. That ooh, it's a scary sound. Okay, this guy's, it's going to be a little longer. It's going to be any second now. That was from that countermeasure field and not from a... So the Mark 48s don't snake. Their sonar kind of... It can turn back and forth in the head, but they don't snake. Yeah, the sub always shows up if it's going to hit. If you actually, like, drive close enough to a sub, you will see it on the 3D map. On this map here, like, if you don't have it marked or anything, you will see it. Oh, we can come out of this.
All ahead 2/3. Helm I.
Is that with show Rex on? I'm going to eventually, very soon here, I think I'm going to turn show Rex off. That's going to be an interesting change of fate because I've always had those on. But yeah, I think I'm going to turn show Rex off here soon.
Make my depth 400
Let's
feet.
come
Bye
shallow
bye.
and see what we got going on. This guy seems to be going like right down the gullet. Probably still snaking. Or snaking. Mark 48s don't snake. They their active sonar searches within the head, but it doesn't move. Why what? Why despairing squid? It will make it a little more challenging because you'll get first of all, they're gonna run away potentially, and then they'll come out of your sonar range because of that, and then you're gonna have the you're gonna lose the acuity because of the washout. But if they do go through crush depth, you'll get that second loud explosion. So that's a pretty decent indication that you've hit someone. But yeah, if you get that second loud explosion for the crush depth, then yeah, that's a pretty good indicator that you've sunk someone.
All ahead
You do all ahead
2/3.
1/3
Helm
now.
I. All ahead 1/3. Helm I.
So we only have one torp to launch now. We didn't use the UUV. That's fine. It's kind of not worth it. It doesn't really do much for you. Maybe if you're in like maybe a littoral environment and you're looking for really loud stuff, it could help potentially just triangulate some
Con
things.
sonar. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 009.
So there's a torp in the water here that seems to be going kind of left to right. Let's mark it.
Con sonar. I have a
Someone got
new
off it.
contact.
Oh, that's my torp.
Bearing
Sorry, excuse me. That's my
010.
torp.
Designated Sierra 9.
I believe that is my torp. Xia. Yeah, that's my torp. There's no Chinese torp in the water right now. No, there is. There's a U4. But it's distant right now. The bearing is changing on
Con
it.
sonar. I have a new contact. Bearing 013. Designated
Pull a
Sierra
Tupolev on my next stream.
10.
What do you mean pull a Tupolev on my next stream? So he did get a counter shot on the U4. Well, potentially a U4. Not sure what it is. That's changing bearing behind me pretty quick, so we did sidestep that pretty good. U4. Well, we need to pause it. Right now is not the time to be looking up torpedoes without pausing the game. 1080, 1476. Yeah, I would say that's a pretty solid U4. So pretty good on that front. That's a U4. Not a very capable torp, I don't think. Platform reference U4. Speed 35, range 5.4 nautical miles. Yeah, not a very good torp. We got that guy dodged. Oh, it went after the moment it was launched. But Captain, the torpedo's in that tube. Do it now. Okay, we can stream
the starboard towed array.
our
Helm
toad
aye.
here. Try and reacquire this Han. See what he's up to. Okay, there's that U9. Yeah, changing bearing this way. Pretty good. Launched on our datum back here, but we sidestepped that pretty nicely. Got out of the way. 0.35 hertz. Okay. Fair enough, but at the scale of a spherical at 1080 knots, you're not going to notice that shift. Even down at 50 knots, it would be pretty hard to notice that shift, honestly. Does it actually do that, or is that just, did you do the calculation? I'm not sure if they actually model that. But yeah, we're dodging this good old U4 pretty nicely here. Bing, 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 bang, 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 bang. What's the TPK on the U4? 30. It does model it? Okay. Speed, 31 knots. Okay, interesting. The U4 is only going 31 knots. No, not merge, enter, solution. Ooh, I wonder if our torp has dodged the Han. Do not attack any whale. Our torp is active, just going out there. Oh, there's our solution, which is null and void at this point. Didn't set perfect sonar conditions, but you still see the shift. Why would you not see the shift with perfect sonar conditions? There's different names for each keyboard on the key codes with the C++. Okay, turn you off, that's fine. Okay, it's getting closer because it's bending. It's getting to a shallower slope there. Mark 48 is still heading away pretty well. Green? Yes. Let's see. We should be able to see that torp on the sonar here. Yeah, I mean, it could potentially be shifted that way. It's hard to tell with the waveform. You need to take the average of it. Okay, there's the 50 right there. There's our boy. Our Han jobs. Got to be a new contact there.
Con sonar. I have a new contact. Bearing
What?
026. Designated Sierra.
Does the torp go right over it?
1.
It may have been closer in. I'm confused. CR10 solution. Oh, where's this torp going, dude? That seems to be pretty decent of a solution. Maybe a little more like this. No. Weird solution, but yeah. The Han is right there. Okay, so my ACAP missed. Supposedly. Why does it start there and end there? It's weird. Weird looking. So there's the Han. No, not that. Come back to this. What was that? What just ended over there? Was that a torp? What was that? Something was going and then ended. There could be someone over there due east. Oh, there is. There is someone due east. There's another Han. Wait. This is not a Han. Well, there's a 50 right there that's like due east. That could be something. That's interesting. Designate.
Con sonar, I have a new contact. Bearing 096. Designated Sierra 1, 2. Con sonar, I have a new contact. Bearing
It seems like our Han was like
designated
somewhere
Sierra
else.
1, 3.
Huh. Looks like our torp went right by, screaming right by. There could be some baddies out this way. It looked like there was a torpedo. This was definitely a torpedo or something. It looks like it. It originated from this line here. Okay. Well, we're going to stop here. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you guys next... Oh, not see you guys next time. And I will see you guys in there. So thanks for watching. Have a good one. And as always, good hunting.